Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Food Junkie. I know it's late and people still alive out there, was not, but I always try to, before I lay down, do my prayers, was not, and go over my day, find out what's really going on and what's happening with my day and things of that nature. So what I did was actually I basically was just thinking about the conversation I was in because I was on Tracy's live earlier today or earlier this evening when I got off of work, and I just recently got off. It was not, and I was just thinking, I had an exchange with Sir King, and hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's up, y'all? And my exchange with Sir King, while I was having fun with it, was that I was never serious with it. I don't want people to think that I have anything against anyone on here on YouTube because I don't. Those who know me know that I don't care that much. I don't take things too seriously. I like having fun. I have a very dry and sarcastic sense of humor, so therefore that is what it is. But while I was thinking about my day, whatever, and one thing that kind of bothered me was when I started thinking about trolls and people like Sir King, it's not him per se. It's the persona that he represents that kind of bothers me about people here on YouTube. Now, y'all don't know too much about me, personally, I should say. Y'all don't know too much about my personal interworkings of my life or my business was not. But I revealed enough of myself and shown, hey Britt, sorry. Yeah, Braxton Bay, how you doing, baby? What's up, Jasmine, baby? How you doing? Michelle's daughter, how you doing, baby? I revealed enough about myself to you guys and shown enough of myself was not to make you guys be comfortable with who I am. So if I have an opinion, was that you have some reference point to say, oh well, he did say this, or yeah, he did show this, or yes, he does live this way, or yes, he did. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have some morsels about who I am and what I'm about. So therefore, me being opinionated or me coming up with an opinion is not just me taking from you guys. It's an even exchange. Hey, Tex baby, how you doing? It's an even exchange of information and thoughts. What's up, JL? How you doing? Castro, what's up, baby? How you been? You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So I think that what bothers me so much about a troll or people like Sir King is that, you have all these opinions. And like I said, there's nothing against him personally because I don't know him and I really don't care enough to let it bother me. But I have to analyze my thoughts and my situation and how I put myself in certain positions. What's up, captivating Christian baby? Yes, you guys, please like this video. And I think that what bothers me about people well, I call him a troll because I think he is a troll. He does attention to them, and he does that in every chat he's in. But there's no exchange of information. There's no courtesy to letting people. Hey, Mia, baby, how you doing? Sammy D. There's no courtesy and exchange of information to let people know who you are, what you're about. All you do is come out with an opinion and then disappear. All you do is throw out darts and arrows was not and then disappear. And then when someone try to ask you about yourself was not based on, you know, where you live, what state you live in, how old you are, things like that was not just simple basic information was not that you have when you're communicating with people, whatever. He chooses to, well, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to get doxxed. But yet you don't mind talking about or interjecting your opinion about people. Hey, all mine, baby, how you doing? You know, about people who have either been doxxed or are doxing and things of that nature. You made your big splash when you came out about Wolverine and Tracy, and that was about doxing. But yet you say that you don't want people to know who anything about you. That's so you won't be doxed. So if you're not willing to sacrifice or put yourself out there, was not don't have an opinion about something, and that's my biggest thing. If I can't know something about you was not, or not even saying I don't care about your name, I don't care about things like that, but basic information as far as what city you live in. Everyone knows I live in Georgia. I live in the Metro Atlanta area. Everyone knows I work a lot. Everyone knows I'm married. Everyone knows I'm 45. Everyone knows I'm a designer. Everyone knows I've been to shown at New York Fashion Week. Everyone knows that I'm an artist. Everyone knows that I cook. I'm saying there's a lot of different things that you know about me was not to get you comfortable with who I am. So that's why you guys come here to talk to me and listen to me was not, and we converse with one another. But what if I just said I'm not gonna talk about anything at all personally about myself? I'll show you guys anything about myself was not. Would I be that person that you feel comfortable opening up to or coming to and speaking to and hanging out with? No. It's the fact that I want to take your information, take your courtesy, take your kindness with that, and give you nothing but my opinion. You can still give your opinion about what's going on these YouTube streets and still let people see a little bit about what you are and who you are. And I think that the fact that he doesn't do that irritates me. Mind you, I don't care enough about him to want to know anything about him was not. But there are people out here who do care about people was not, you know what I'm saying, and they don't feel comfortable talking to or confiding in or being in circumstances and circles with people who don't or not willing to open themselves up to the same critiques and criticisms that they're willing to give so often and so frequently. Am I wrong, you guys, for that, or is that something that y'all understand as well? You know, in the sense that what bothers me about people like him and trolls like him was not is that they're so open and free with their opinions and thoughts was not, but they're not open and free with sharing anything about themselves. It's like a one-sided relationship. It's like a one-sided situation. And I think that what bothers me, whatever. Like I said, nothing against the young man. And when I say young man, it's not about an age thing. I call everyone young. I call Tim young man. I call women young ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm saying something negative toward you or about you. Exactly. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, anyone who comes around with all these opinions and thought processes, oh, I've been around for years watching, da da da, but yet when someone asks you some question, oh, so what state you live in? Oh, I don't want to say that because I don't want to get doxxed. No one can dox you based on the state you live in. If that's all they have of you. It's to even exchange of information. That's all that it is. Like no one, like there's people on here know my name, yeah, but I don't care. There's nothing that I've done, nothing that I do that anyone on here can. Hey, Casey, how you doing, baby? Nothing that I've done, nothing about who I am that I'm ashamed of and afraid of getting out. It's just at this point in time. Like I said, sooner rather than later, everyone's going to know who I am, what I do, and be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an issue or it's not, I'm not in a rush to be out there. I'm not in a rush to be accepted. I'm not in a rush to be known. And if it happens to where someone says, "Oh, well, this is who he is. This is which he is," was not. Oh well, you know, I'm comfortable enough with who I am and what I have that it doesn't bother me. But at the same time, my volunteering information was it doesn't will not help you live your best life. Knowing my real name doesn't help you guys live your best life. Knowing, saying my husband's name doesn't help you with my best. I'm gonna live your life. We've been together for 17, 18, 19 years. I don't know some of those times was not. We've been married, saying for the last couple of years. Saying there's things that you know about me and us that make you feel comfortable. At the same time, I don't have to give you in-depth information, and no one's asking anyone for in-depth information about themselves. But if you everywhere, and we are seeing you everywhere, and you have opinions about everything and everyone, but yet you are so secretive and so guarded to where no one knows anything about you was not, but the fact that you come on everybody's channel and have an opinion and like to antagonize and like to, kick things up and stir things up was not. It's crazy. There's several content creators out here who have not shown their face on the screen. Yeah, I really do. I think that anyone does, Sammy D. I think that anyone who is that sensitive, but yet that opinionated and that's always around somewhere was not lurking and looking and coming in with questions, whatever you're saying, but yet have no answers about themselves, have ill motives, ill intentions. So, y'all know that I wrote a book. Y'all know that I do certain things. Was not, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I've told you guys that I've done these things. You don't have to know the name of the company that I run, as far as my fashion was not, what my surname is when I'm writing was not. Those things aren't important to is important to the story that I'm telling. Unless I want you to publish or buy some of the merchandise that I want you guys to buy. You know what I'm saying? At that point in time, you're saying it is what it is. People that I have sent things to, people who have sent me things, know my address. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chocolate Rose, baby, how you doing? People know my address. People have sent me things. I have sent people things with my return address on it, whatever, because I don't have a post office box. So the point where I'm trying to hide who I am from anybody was not. Out there, am I out there, skyrocketing person? And it's not something that I'm ashamed of or afraid of or embarrassed about because I told it. Everything that I do, everything that's out here that about me was not. I have deal with, and working through the consequences of stuff. Who people don't stand in their own mess. Who people who don't stand in what they do and what they're about. It's logical and makes sense with that. I can't trust what you say. Your opinion means nothing to me. Your opinion is non and void. And that's especially when people are using terms and terminologies was not emphasis to where it doesn't make sense. Like saying people chase. You're no one to clout chase. Yesterday when I said it was like he made an example. He used myself and him. Well, what if I did it to you? Well, I don't have a big name on these streets. I have a small name on these streets, but not. But my name is bigger than yours. So therefore, come troll and talk shit about me and things of nature that, and trying to emulate and imitate what I do. Yeah, that would be successful. That's it. Using terms that makes no sense to me. Like I don't know. I don't know. Y'all know how I do it. She's popping up. Right, Sammy. You're everywhere. You make yourself known that you're everywhere. Every lie or every don't want to get involved, but yet you are involved. Right? Who sent you? Who sent you? Right? Is that like that? Say, who are you really? With that? That's my questions are. Who are you? What is it that you're doing? What is it? What is your purpose? What is your game plan? What is it that you're trying to do? What is the end game in all this? You know, why is it that you think that everything is everything and no one should be questioning you? Those type of questions that I have. Like I have something totally against him because I don't. Like I said, I don't know him. I don't care enough about him or pretty much anyone on here to be bothered by it. But I like to question and look at my day. You know what I'm saying? How my conversation could have been handled differently or better, or how I could have moved differently was not. And if something that I want to do that. Hey, Mr. YouTube Streets, baby, how you doing, baby? You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like any goal was not. What I'm saying. If you're everywhere and you want your name to be out there, was not. That is something that I look at like I always side eye you. Yes, Mia S. Mia S. And I was wondering where is he at now? What is he doing? Because for a while he was everywhere. Everyone's chat. Hey Tracy, and yes Tracy, and da Tracy, and it was always, what I'm saying. It seemed like they attached themselves to Tracy, thinking that that's going to either so they can down the line try to go against her or try to use her to gain because they know that she likes everyone and she'll shout out people that what I'm saying are nice with her, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And that's just that I don't trust you. I'm always looking at you like what's your motives? As Sanity says, who sent you? Why are you here? Who are you really? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Exactly. Exactly. And for things like I told you, I've been digital streets for years. James like I said, James was the first person that I ever spoke to in his chat, but it wasn't even like I was speaking in his chat like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. A lot of y'all who was over there in James's chat for years probably didn't even recognize me, but I would say hey and leave and be quiet for years. And when I came out with my own channel, was not I wasn't trying to ride the coattails of anybody. I wasn't trying to write the coattails of anybody. I wasn't trying to do anything to anyone about anyone like that to make myself be known that way. I was just chilling and I came out with my thoughts and stuff like that. And if people liked it, they picked it up. If they didn't, they didn't. It wasn't about me trying to do more than what it is that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to have this look at me attitude. I wasn't trying to, what I'm saying, make sure that the hell. I'm in the dark. To make everyone know, oh y'all look at me. I've been on here for years. This is what I do. Also know me. No, it was okay. I've been on here for years. I talked to who I want to talk to. I came out of Gonna talk to people that I like, that I watched for years, and it is what it is. You know, no one can try to do anything other than that. And when people, I don't like those people anyway. There's too many drinks to drink. There's Gatorade, there's water, there's apple juice, there's orange juice, there's papaya juice. There's stuff with electrolytes in it. There is alkaline water. You know, there are so many different things you can do to quench your thirst besides try to seek attention. Yeah, it's not a coincidence. Not a coincidence at all. It's not something that people just do because, oh yeah, y'all, it's fun. Go where you want to go, visit who you want to visit, do what you want to do. If that's your personality, was not that you want to seek attention, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's fine, but don't act like it's a problem when people want to know who you are. When you have all these questions, you have all this engagement with other people, it's not, but yet you don't want people to engage with you. You want people to answer your questions, but you don't want to answer anyone else's questions. Then you throw out these accusations and these windows out there, and then when someone calls you on it, you want to be the victim. Oh, you attacked me. No, I didn't attack you because y'all heard him say, "Oh, well, you liked him, didn't you?" That's a statement. A question was, "Oh, so Fujiki, did you like Sean Bradley at one point in time?" That's a question. See, I know how to differentiate between the two. And like I said, when I was speaking to him, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to outsmart me. You're not going to outslick grease. You're not going to outtalk me. You're not going to outmaneuver me. You're not going to do that. Was not. You're not going to throw jabs and expect me not to pick those things up when I catch the shade that you're trying to throw. And just because I don't do this back and forth arguing because people out on a daily basis was not doesn't mean that I'm not very well equipped in doing so. I grew up around the best punks, the best sissies, the best readers, the best boosters. Because I don't engage in that doesn't mean that I don't recognize when it comes my way. I don't like I said, once I see you. And I've learned that from growing up. People who try to get over on people was not, and I'll be quiet and watch you until it's time for me to say, hold up. Didn't you say this yesterday? Didn't you say that the other day? Didn't you do this? And I say you didn't do it. Yeah, there's a way to engage in things without always being aggressive and whatever. And yeah, and I don't think I was aggressive today on Tracy's chat. I think I had fun. I think that I had a ball. I think that I was being silly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know this dress said, like I said, I have a dry sense of humor, so whatever I say isn't meant for malicious intent. But like I said, when I call him a troll, he is a troll. Whatever I can say about you, I can say to you. And that's not me being aggressive or attacking anyone. It's just me being who I am. Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. It is. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to plead your case. You're not trying to explain yourself. You're not trying to overindulge on multiple different platforms to get that point across. What you're doing is you said what you said and you moved on. You're gonna believe it. Or you're not gonna believe it. Yeah. So I just want to come out here and say that whatever because I mean I don't want people thinking that, oh well, yeah, food junkie is hating on that, or food junkie don't like him because whatever. No, I don't like that mentality that he has. I don't like the fact that anyone who does whatever, you know what I'm saying? So for me, is a problem. There are plenty of content creators on here, whatever, who go everywhere, whatever, and we've never seen, quote unquote, their face on the video camera. For example, Harley Q. We saw she had an avatar with her picture on it, was not, but we never seen Harley Q in person. We don't know, you know what I'm saying, every detail of her, but we know enough about her was not to like her. We know that she's a single mom. We know she has several kids. We know she works, was not. We know where her kids get sick. So we know personal information about her. They still pop their shit and talk, but they're not out here putting their entire business out here, was not. But we know enough about them was not to be comfortable with them. We know enough about them to be able to speak with them and to, saying if opinion about something was not, we have a reference point to, oh yeah, she did say this. Oh yeah, she have shown us this. Oh yeah, she have proven X, Y, Z type of thing. Yeah, very people like that, and I guarantee you, when the stuff hits the fans, there'll be a bunch of people was not on these YouTube streets. Oh, I knew that was something funny about him. Oh, I knew I didn't like his face. So I just need to like say, I mean, it's nothing personal. Let's say he's welcome over here. Keep your thoughts was not to a minimum. Was not, don't come over here trying to troll because I know how I treat trolls over here. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I want you to be real. I want you to be realistic. I want you to be understanding that if you are so willing and open to voice your opinion, people are very willing and open to voice their opinion about you. And someone mentioned in the chat that free speech. Yeah, everything is free speech. What he said about people is free speech, and what people say about him is free speech. There's no, like, we have to be even across the board. We have to be able to recognize that across the board. You know what I'm saying? You have an opinion about things that you see on YouTube, and we have an opinion about what you have done on YouTube. In order for things to be cleared up, it would be nice if you can answer a couple of questions. He come on panels whatnot and want to interview people. He come on panels and want to take over the process whatnot. But then the reality is you're not willing to go through the same scrutiny that you're willing to put everyone else through. And that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know, how can you expect people to put up with your scrutiny whatnot, but you're not willing to put up with other people's scrutiny? And that goes with any troll. All these nameless, faceless trolls with avatars that is um, caricatures of who they are. You know what I'm saying? And especially once you become a content creator, whatnot, and you have when you're quote unquote making content, because you move from being a subscriber to having content now, because you have videos on your channel that you want people to come watch and subscribe to you. Hey, Southern Belle, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? You know, you move from being a subscriber to a content creator. So yeah, if you want people to subscribe and support you or not, they need to know who they're supporting. They need to know what they're supporting. They need to know what you stand for, what you're about. And when you don't do that, well, it's not by not giving us information about you, it's not by not telling us information about you and showing us certain things. Yeah, people are going to question you. And the whole thing is, well, subscribers talk about, yeah, subscribers have they're human, they have an opinion, but also have an opinion about subscribers as well. Y'all in the server video, especially in my earlier video making stages, someone said something that I didn't like in my comment section. I got on camera and cussed their ass out. 10, 15 minutes not cussing their ass out, checking their ass, letting them know I don't get checked by people, and then I get off and I move on. No one's safe. If you have an opinion, I have an opinion as well. And if you think that because you are a subscriber, you are being treated with kid gloves, nope. This channel is for adults and adults only. So if you are in your feelings and your feelings get hurt, then you definitely won't like me. And I'm okay with that. Because I'm going to live my life regardless if people like me or not. I'm going to be me regardless if people like me or not or want to be around me or not. But what I'm not going to do is allow people to sit up here and try to play me. All I'm not going to do is allow people to sit up here and try to placate me. I'm not going to coddle grown ass adults. Just because I call people young men and young women don't mean that I treat you as a kid. I'm not treating you with kid gloves. If you step to me, it means that you step to me as a grown adult. You wanted the work. So the work you got. It is what it is. And there's nothing personal against anyone. There's nothing whatever, whatever. Like I said, anything I say about anybody on here, I can say to you. Because what you gonna do to me? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, like I said, um, if people don't know who you are, let people know who you are, give people an insight of who you are, what's not. You should really keep your questions, your comments, your concerns, and your inquisitive nature to a minimum. That's just my point. You know what I'm saying? If you can't give people some insight about who you are, whatever, you know what I'm saying, then you should keep your inquisitive nature to a minimum. Because the more questions you ask, the more questions we're going to have. The more information is not important to me. It's not that important to me. It's not that serious. But at the same time, you can't be on everyone's platform. And not just one or two platforms was not, but every platform, and every time that platform is on StreamYard and have a link to drop, you're right there talking, asking questions, being inquisitive, probing. But as soon as someone start probing and asking questions about you, well, I don't know why you're attacking me. I'm just actually stating my opinion. Well, your opinion is not the only thing that is important. We all have opinions. We all have things that we go through and think about and try to put two and two together with. We all, you know what I'm saying, disseminate information differently and disseminate information in order for us to be comfortable with what the information that we have. And if you're not comfortable with that, then maybe you shouldn't be speaking so much. I'm just saying, y'all. Am I wrong? Like, I mean, let me know, y'all. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. You know, I want to see what you said. I think he comes. He's produced. Could be just to stir up trouble. Just to stir up trouble. You're right about that. Sorry, y'all. I was behind the chat. Mm-hmm. See, no cuddle. Exactly. I'm not like I can't be holding grown folks' hands. Still, I don't do that. How he go? He is take down. He been exactly. He sure have. And that's it, like I said, I mean, and then the whole thing of, oh well, he blocked me off of his channel was not. Doesn't mean that you're not working with him. We know how people play games. We know how people play games. We know how people, you know what I'm saying, think that think that everything is chess. You make one move to the left and up. Well, it's not. I make three moves to the back and down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, that doesn't mean anything because Sean blocked him off his channel. That could be all be in the works. But yeah, I'm no. Hello. Shit, y'all.